Greetings, fam. Um, I had to do this 8-8 portal. I know the last video, my voice sounded different. Today, my son would have been 28, so um, I've been going through it. So I apologize if my voice was not inviting. Okay, but for this 8-8 portal, I had to do this before tomorrow. So hopefully those of you who are subscribed and would like to share this video between tonight and tomorrow sometime. So hopefully this finds you. Oh, you know what? Let me set the intention. All right, Divine Spirit, tell us what we need to know for this 8-8 portal for the highest and greatest well-being of all my viewers. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to all the ancestors, spiritual counsel that guides and directs. What do we need to know? All right, we've got animals. And within this animal energy, this is kind of like the strength card in a tarot deck because this is a wolf. And the calmness, the tameness that she is administering to the wolf is a energy of tenderness, strength, and a certain amount of control. Okay. And then we've got commitment. So within this commitment, who are you committed to? How far does your commitment go? Is your commitment met with the same type of commitment that you give? Now, I don't know why with this, I don't know if that's a eagle or a hawk. It's not a hawk because it's not black. However, whatever this being is, and this dove, it's almost like it's spiritual. You know what? I want to see what it says in the book because that I don't know. It's pulling towards me. So let's see. Commitment. Yeah, because we have to be understanding of what we're committed to. Okay, so it says your dedication at this time is in question. Where you have put your heart and soul into it, you have reaped the rewards. You have so much to offer. However, you lack of focus, underlines a fear of commitment. Something from your past is preventing you from making a choice, and the free spirit within dreads the thought of being trapped. However, a little focus and dedication is required on your part to release any self made restrictions. The universe is poised in your favor to devote to that cause, to pledge allegiance with a partner, or to commit to an offer at this time. So, within that, yeah, it is questioning where's your commitment? Where's your focus? Within this animal energy, you often feel that you much prefer the company of a furry and feathered friends to that of human variety. Yeah, because Four-legged friends are more loyal, dedicated than humans. You understand animals are special for they hold no judgment, only pure love that radiates on a cosmic level. Show your appreciation of their loyalty and personal qualities by taking time out with an animal companion or playing with a beloved pet. The love you show, the love you share with animals is special and continues when they pass over. As they remain faithfully by your side in spirit, losing an animal companion who's wandered far from home is heartbreaking worry. Your prayers for protection will guide them safely back at this time. Whoa, let me fight back these tears. Oh, I can't even go there, fam, because, yeah, I would break down and have to cut this short. So, this 8-8 portal is asking you to trust in divine guidance. Um, Trust in yourself or an animal more than certain humans. And be okay when you realize the commitment that you give to somebody. If it's not equal reciprocity, then there's a judgment call that needs to be made. Okay? So, this is the first message within this 8-8 portal. You be wise to be watchful and to trust no one at this time. Keep yourself to yourself and do not buy into any fear or chaos that's being stirred up around you. You know the truth, so stand strong in being true to who you are. Remember that relationships, whether personal or business, should be built on trust, and a mutual agreement could test your faith. You've been let down badly before, and it's taken a while to trust again. However, someone vulnerable needs your assurance, and a secret is shared. It's time to prove how trustworthy you really can be. And I'm feeling it's time for you to also understand trustworthiness from others. Okay? Like I said, there's very few people you can trust, but you can trust in the animals. They can sense when something's wrong with you, and they will come and stay close by your side. Okay, we got priorities. So there's some priorities that need to be um, acknowledged. There's some priorities that need your commitment. There's some priorities that you can trust that what intentions you put in, you will get back. Innocence. Yeah. Be aware of people that are committed to your innocence as well as your innocence committed to those people or that person. Okay. What else, Spirit? Divine support. Trust. Know it. Have the faith, not fear. Yeah. And be careful with your generosity. Be generous to those who are generous to you. Celebrate the ones that celebrate you. Those that show up in the middle of the night. Those that you can trust. Those that support you. Those that care about you. That are there when you need them. And within this 8-8 portal, it is very, very important for you to take some time to yourself, just within your own thoughts, and had this one in a minute. What other energies does the collective need to be aware of for their highest and greatest well-being? Love heals fear. Yeah, we can't walk in fear and faith at the same time. The power of your love can help bullies and angry people to be less afraid. Yeah, hurt people because they don't want to deal with the things that they have going on in the inside. Yeah, so there are circumstances where you have to, as they say, be the bigger person, but show love, you know, to somebody that's troubled. Grandparent, ancestors are coming through. You have a special bond with a grandparent that can never be broken. Even if they're no longer here, they're still by your side. One step at a time. During this 8-day portal, be gentle with yourself if you're going through um, the what they call the shadow work or the dark night of the soul. Okay, be gentle with yourself. You know, feel what you need to feel, release what you need to release. You know, let those tears, and this is also a time of manifestation. We got lightning. Within this lightning, that's like a tower moment. You know, there may be some situations that get blown out of proportion, so be aware of that. Okay. And also, feeling this in another energy is that somebody needs to stand up in their power. Mm-hmm. Look, bottom foundation card, solitude. During this 8-day portal, it is important for you to have some solitude. And I mean away from everything. TV, um, social media. Just put the phone down and dedicate and commit to just 5 minutes to yourself of quietness and see what see what unfolds. That lotus flower. This is about people that have been through things. Because the lotus flower at night, all of that submerges down in mud. And each morning, when the sun rises, it pulls it up out of the mud and it's just as beautiful with not a speck of mud on it. Okay? So, this energy I'm feeling is shadow work. It is going through the dark night of the soul. It's like the phoenix rising. Don't let people or circumstances keep you in the mud. You can go down. However, just know that there is a new dawning of the day. As they say, joyeth cometh in the morning. And look at this bottom foundation card. Emergence. Yeah. Emerge, and there's the lotus flower again. No matter what's going on, take the time you need to build that strength back up. Okay? I'm just randomly pulling decks. What other advice or messages do you have for the collective during this 8-8 portal 2026? What other messages? Any advice? Number 7, herbal craft, regeneration, plant medicine, caretaker, bloomer. This is interesting. I had a conversation today about natural medicines to regenerate, your cells, plant medicine, things that grow out of the earth that they do use for medicine, but they dilute it and put all these other things in it for a long-term addiction. So it's not to heal you, but someone may need to go, ooh, and that's just like how the moon is almost tonight, because it's waning. Yeah, so some of you may have to very well, some of you may be drawn to herbal medicine. Earth Mother, speaking about the earth. God put everything on this earth that we need, and some people abuse it. Psychic, recharge, grounded, healer, mentor, layers. Yeah, it is a very good time for grounding and getting out in nature. This is a number 4. This is a number 12. And with this levitation, this is about meditation. So with that grounding energy and doing that time solitude, that you need to manifest what you need or bring forth the things that you need to release, bring closure to, or reconnect. But it's about your inner power, your inner cleansing. It's about the inner you, as they call the higher self. And it takes you to a higher ground. Now, meditation, if in fact for those who may have known, however, I've seen someone levitate from strong meditation. Now that's meditation on a different level. It does take you to higher ground, because it is with the world and the way things are going and life is life. Most people can't sit in silence for 2 minutes or a minute without their mind just all over everywhere. But this is a very important time to go within and have some quietness and connect with nature. If you can, go outside with your shoes off or sit your back up against a tree, but be in nature. Bottom foundation card is telekinesis. This is about influence. It's about willpower, controlling obstacles. That's how you can levitate. That's how you connect to Mother Earth. That's when the herbals of God's green earth and everything that is here, it does a dance with this telekinesis energy for you to bring forth your willpower, for you to have clarity and growth as you embody the power within to move through obstacles. All right, let's see what else we have. Connect to the collective on what their troubles or issues may be, or questions about this 8-8 portal. Mercury. Well, we are back in retrograde again. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love. and be heard. Didn't we just talk about that? Mm-hmm. But it's about speaking your truth. It's about having open communication. Most people don't know how to communicate because it turns into either a debate or someone trying to make you see things their way. Walk in your own truth, and if you see somebody that has that type of mind frame, you're like, oh, okay. There's no sense in arguing with them. Diana, focused intention. Yeah. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high. Expect the best possible outcome. Yes, that is what this portal is about. Manifestation and clearing away stagnant energy, people's, places, things, stuff, thoughts. Lord Shiva, transcendence. Here we go again with this meditation energy. So during this 8-8 portal, it is very important for you to take some time to be still. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Well, there you have it. Bottom foundation card is Sacred Self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. Dance with the universe. So that's a clear message, huh, fam? Okay, where we at? 21 minutes. I guess I'll end it here. But you know what? I want to get one of these. And this is a special deck. I very rarely uh, bring this deck out. Only for special occasions and special people. Divine Spirit, come through and tell us the messages need to be heard. Divine Sisterhood. Letting the divine feminine nourish you now into new relationships, collaborations, community, and friendships is very wise. There are many souls with whom you have spiritual contracts decided upon before you were born who wish to help you and whom you can help too as you grow together in peace and light and wisdom. Bottom foundation card, Miracle of Isis. Isis offers a miracle healing. Yeah, this portal is about healing. No matter how much you have struggled with a particular matter, no matter how impossible it may seem to imagine your life without this old wound, addiction, problem, relationship issues, or inner struggle being part of it, you are guided now to accept the possibility of miracles, miraculous healing. Let go and let the goddess be. Well, that sure ends it right there. Okay, I'll let y'all see maybe you'll feel something energetically. So that is the message for the 8-8 portal. I hope something helped or gave you some thought on some things. Wow. Beard told me to get one of these. All right, Divine Spirit, what messages do you want from this deck? Attracting wounded partners. Be careful about that. Never enough. Chronic striving, self-doubt, fear of failure. Stop talking to a brick wall. If you wear a size 9, don't be trying to fit into an 8. You might want to save somebody, but sometimes you need to get out of the way because certain people have a lesson to be learned. They have a journey to be walked. And when you alter that which they are supposed to experience, shit splatters. Okay? And then next thing you know, you got shit on you that you didn't even need. It was not your path. But getting in the way of other people's journeys, thinking you can save them, change them, yeah. And within this attracting wounded partners, this is something that is, uh, this brings me back to the reading I did on what the fuck is wrong with these kids. They're attracting wounded people because there's some things that, first of all, they haven't took the time to know who they truly are because they're assimilation of their peers and the people that they hang around. They don't have their own mind. So there's some unhealed issues going on, some trauma bonding that connects people to each other, and it's a mirror effect. So be careful of that when you are attracted to someone, and because it very well, could be out of your reach. It's like you're not supposed to have it, but you know, loneliness can do that to you, or self sabotage, or self erasure. Okay. So these are some things to think about. Yeah, validation addicted. Got to be validated by other people. You got to connect and relate to their wounds. Yeah, me too, me too. You know, deal with your own wounds and let them deal with their own wounds. Okay. Until next time, be well.